Ohio, Nathan Embry. To his outside, in the 31, Doug Meyer. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 13 is Kenny Easter Jr. And all the way from Birch Run, Michigan, put your hands together for David McManus. In the 55, it's the Rooster, Brandon Bailey out of Leesville, Ohio. To his outside in the 21, Bryce. And your fastest qualifier tonight in the number 0, the big dog, Lucas Ripley. Out of North Ridgeville, Ohio, at the 32, it's Norm Taylor. To his outside in the 21, out of New Franklin, Ohio, it's Sam Bingham. From Carrollton, Ohio, the 331 is Mike Stone. And from Massillon, Ohio, in the 82, Bob Sibla Jr. Out of Massillon, Ohio as well, in the 0, it's Mike Powers. To his outside, out of Strasburg, Ohio, it's Lewis McGrath. The number 16 machine from Hartville, Ohio, put your hands together for Adam White. And on the outside, the number 6 from Minerva, Ohio, is Kyle Lawson. Also from Minerva, in the number 5 is Mikey Lawson. To his outside, out of Farberton, Ohio, is John White in the 56. Sean Lewis, the 38 from Coventry, Ohio, on the inside. And to his outside, the 17 out of Millersport, Ohio, is Nathan McCulley. Out back from Yurtsville, Ohio, in the 2 is Tim Cohen. All right, race fans, on the count of 3, we're going to fire these cars up, and I need your help, and I need you to be loud and proud. Get on your feet. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Driver, start your engine. Make sure you are not sitting in the aisleway. Do not sit in the aisleway. You cannot sit and block the aisle, so please make sure you move to a seats available. Sure. To get things started, the Firecracker 250 brought to you by Chefwood. Wheels get underway. This 12 will love it here. Junior in the 51. The big dog, Lucas Ripley in the 0 is your fastest qualifier. Those are your front 10. Getting ready to go. Can't thank everybody enough. Don't forget to get your Queen of Hearts ticket, get your 50-50 ticket. Fireworks coming up in just a little bit. Hopefully for the next feature, we'll be able to line up with so leave them on. Drivers will wave back to you. We'll start down there in turn number 3, over on the pit side. Great field of cars here at Midvale Speedway for the Firecracker 250, brought to you by Treffler. Wave left, coming up in turn number 3. Turn number 3, on your feet, run straight with the front wheel, getting up the look to the front, the bottom side, the car Here we get the one that goes single this time around. The fans down in turn number 1, back from the fence in turn number 1. the fence. Nobody next to the fence as we get ready to go racing. You've got to back up. One thing here back on Memorial Day to open modified feature, Brian, led a lot of the Ohio Invitational back on Labor Day weekend almost a year ago. Field getting ready to go green as they come in. Left through the pit entrance over there in turn 2. The 6 is Kyle Lawson. Taking the call.
What are you cameraing, huh?
Yep.
Back stretch duty? Yeah. How many late models? 20? Looks like the turkey that Sean Williams got into the last of the six. And kind of lost it. Not sure what the 50 John White was going Stone 40, like Bowers. They'll be able to choose inside or outside. I always used to call him the king of restart. I got a really great restart here in Memorial Day. In the right direction and kept going. So again, if you're new here to Midvale Speedway, or this is the first time you've been here this year, anywhere in that restart zone, that is why the restarts are that way. That is what and Embry in that second spot, he picked up a big open line win last year here at the where so not happy about. That third spot all the time competitor. Circle is one of those bucket list items that he wanted to complete. He wanted to race here at Midvale Speedway for the firecracker, and he is here and running fourth and running well. So 50/50 eight hole, over $500 right now. So make sure you get those 50/50 tickets. Over $500 eight hole right now. No doubt. Bob Sidler Jr. over there at this side, or turn 3. Looks like maybe some debris on the racetrack he was reporting. On similar parts will look back into the spot, get one of those signal here shortly. Firecracker 250 brought to you by Kepler, the motion technology company, one of the world's largest family-owned businesses, 75 years of manufacturing excellence worldwide. Not sure if the rooster got contact from behind or not. Let's check the replay. We'll wait to add a light start. We'll make that start as well. Did a great job by the Mid-Vid racing field to bring up Brandon Bailey. Power force gets to the flat. they're trying to get an hour. Good to see our friend Dustin here tonight.
Great shot! Lay him on down! Great shot!
Derbies and everything. Good to see Dustin here tonight, being able to just watch and relax and not have to be on the night.
Yeah, it looks like he's already going to
Yeah, those Storm North Taylor in row 3. Bob Midvale Jr. and Mark who's up on the outside for number 4.
One of the outside corner, Calvin right to the run. He's going to have to do it quick. He's coming on 7, so we'll move it away from him.
Well, and from that state up north, but we'll have to see what he does as he enters the Rock Dog Research Zone. Trying for the 7th. Yeah, not sure if the hard jump down here was like an hour now.
So it looks like he's going to Bob Silver Jr. in his stands in there, and he's not going to be able to finish the race. So an unfortunate race for him. He was leading here in the Memorial Day race. One of the weird things on the actual race, and it's just coming straight forward.
Yeah, Bob Silver Jr. talking over to him this side. Before the next event in Savannah. So he's one of those guys that's always up front, open modest there, so finds his way to the front. And it's just that problem after problem the last several times here. There goes. Anyway, here's flatbed rush mountain thing off Bob Silver Jr. in front of him. A couple of shirts out there, of course, from Lucius Graphics. So going to get some t-shirts thrown out. And some, and yeah, hit the wire, and that's terrible. The quarterback, I can tell you that much. But he's going to try and throw another one. Ends up in the grandstand. Going to get some Lucius Graphics t-shirts. Jason Shaw throwing them out. Fires one all the way down there. That was a little better. That one came apart already. So to get the Bob Midland Junior on the rollback turn number 2. See what happens here. On the restart with 13 laps to go, 37 and 13 to go. Once again, all brought to you by Scheffler, the motion technology company and one of the world's largest family-owned businesses. Over 75 years of manufacturing excellence worldwide, they're excited to bring the next generation of innovation right here to the Dover to Philadelphia T County area. Be sure to stop by the Scheffler booth during your visit here to Midvale Speedway to learn about the exciting opportunities coming soon. And again, they want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Make sure you get those Queen of Hearts tickets.
Doing anything, you gotta go meet.
Queen of Hearts up over 7 grand, sure it's well over 8 grand now. As we continue to move through there, we'll draw that Queen of Hearts ticket around fireworks time. Also, the 50-50 tickets will announce after the fireworks. Still out there selling 50-50 tickets for the Indian Valley bowling team. Make sure you get those. And again, some more announcements here at Midvale Speedway. Again, make sure you're being courteous to your fellow race fans. And if you're partaking in the adult beverages, please leave your cars here. Get an Uber ride home, have somebody get you home, leave those vehicles here. You can get them tomorrow morning. We don't want anybody drinking and driving here at Midvale Speedway as you leave tonight. Also, don't forget 25 miles an hour through the village of Midvale. You do not want to get caught speeding down there. I'm sure the Midvale Police Department and the Sheriff's Department and State Highway Patrol are going to be out there helping to make sure traffic is moving good and safely through there. Right now, the 50-50 over $1,100. 50-50 over $1,100 for take home. So make sure that you get your 50-50 tickets going. Again, no outside food deliveries, no marijuana use in the grandstands or on the property, period. No marijuana use on the property here at Midvale Speedway.
Yeah.
Want to make sure we get those cones and glow sticks all lit up as we've got our next feature lined up over there pit side. Looks like it's going to be the street stock feature. We'll try and light up Midvale Speedway with our cell phones and glow sticks. Still having the pictures getting hooked up over in turn number 2. This side over there. You're doing a great job trying to keep your content for you. They're cheering a patriotic eagle that has made an appearance here on the front straightaway. Like to see the patriotic eagle here. Kids, make sure you go up and get your picture taken with the eagle. Nice to see that here at Midvale Speedway, just between the main scoring tower and the flag stand. Walking through the stands here, so pretty cool to see. Gonna have a complete restart, so the call from track officials will be a complete restart after that botched one there. So if we get similar to the pit side, David McManus, your race leader, Bubba Smith in second, Kenny Feaster Jr., Brandon Bailey, row 2, 0 Lucas Ripley, the 32 of Norm Taylor, the 21 of Sam Bingham, the 51 of Rick Elkins Jr., 17 of Nathan McCauley, the 66 of Lewis McGrath, The 38 is Sean Lewis, the 16 of Adam White, and the 5 of Mikey Lawson. As still trying to get that 82 machine up on a flatbed. Looks like Mikey Lawson's going to take his machine ship side. Got the helmet off and catching a push back over to the pit area. It looks like maybe the 82 of Bob Sibley Jr., the nose is just a little bit too low to get for the flatbed to get underneath it. So they're going to try and lift it up with the wrecker so that they can get the flatbed underneath the nose over there. Again, the Midvale Speedway track crew, performance towing, Akron coach towing, just trying to make sure that they cause as little damage as possible to the 82 of Bob Sibley Jr. I'm sure him and his crew appreciate that, taking the extra few minutes instead of tearing a lot of the body work and stuff off of that machine by lifting it up and allowing it to get underneath that flatbed. Probably a pretty big deal. So it should be just about done over there, hopefully, and then we'll get back to green flag racing. 37 laps complete in our opening feature here on the Firecracker 250 night, brought to you by Scheffler.
Electric, right here. Oh, that Ford? Yep.
So Scheffler is going to have some of their employees come around and hand out some popsicles here in the stands.
What?
So, yeah,
How about that?
So if you guys get a chance, go down there and find them over in the stands, get yourself a popsicle, pull yourself down here while we're under the red flag. And I think they're also going to take some down to our infield workers there, and some of those guys down at the Mid-Vid and BP Photography. And
Well, and look at that, they're red, white, and blue too. So how about that? Awesome job by the people at Scheffler, handing out shirts and koozies, and also handing out some popsicles to the hot race fans up there under this brief red flag. Looks like they've got Bob Sibley Jr. just about up on the flatbed.
So we do have more of those Lucius Graphic t-shirts to hand out. I want to thank Jake Beavers from the Ryan Auto Parts Sport Truck Division and the McLean family, also out of the Sport Truck Division. They donated 3 shirts each to be thrown out. So we will have more of those to go out later on. We want to kind of save them in case we have an intermission later. Look everybody a chance to get it. So keep an eye out. We'll let you know when they're coming back out again. Don't forget, we have nothing but cakes, Hungry on the Hog, kettle corn, sloppy dog, Kim Gordon Zone ice cream, Island Delights, and Kona Ice and pit side over there in 3 and 4. So if you get the opportunity to go over there. Indian Valley Bowling 50-50 going around. Last we heard, before this race started, they were up to $500 take home on that. And don't forget, the Queen of Hearts is up to $7,708 at the start of the season. Last call is the start of the late model race. They will be pulled after the late model race. So late model winner will be the Hearts all around here. So now a couple of good opportunities for you to go out there and get some money back. Donate, help out Indian Valley Bowling. They had a couple of guys that escaped this year. Boys team made it to state final in bowling. I think our own friend Gerald won out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Football team is bring back on the schedule. We're going to run this fall. That's all weekly sports. If you check out weekly sports on Facebook. Also at www.com, Alright, so complete restart, 13 laps to go, 37 in McManus and Smith. Feaster Jr. and Brandon Bailey. Up next for their feature. We're the 5-hour drive from Birchville, Michigan. Payoff for David McManus. Will Bubba Smith go back to victory lane twice in a row in the open box, or will it be somebody else?
But McManus showed his hand there on where he's going to start the race.
Oh, we're about to find out as they take a look at the H&M Collision big screen for the replay. Take a look at the turn number
Dude spins out. He gets a spot back.
down there, but we got race cars on the racetrack, and we want to make sure once we get back to race flag racing, we get those kids back from the fence. So David McManus, your race leader, Bubba Smith in second. Taylor has the lead. Zero Lucas Ripley tried to bail out, ended up getting in the 3-wide move, got into the 32 and shoved him up into the 55. That's the qualifier Lucas Ripley. Looking charged with the caution.
The dynamite is supposed to the juice code out there. We'll see how the juice goes.
like we've got the drone guy here. I see the drone flying high above Midvale Speedway, so good to see Mike Robber, the drone guy here. He usually is on the big shows. Be able to get the one to go signal. Try and get these final 10 laps in the books. 10 to go for the open Moss. 3 stops right now. Just the one to go signal from the speed starter, Jonathan Smith. Drone guy just set up there over. Yeah, what's cool is Mid-Vid Racing Video is able to tap into the drone guy and get some of those views for all the people watching on Racing America. So it's always good stuff, and for the DVDs. So as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing, we get ready to enter the Rockville restart zone. In the restart and then we'll have the race lead after a lap battle with both of from Bertrand, Michigan. Rolling in the Midvale Speedway victory lane in the Wheeler truck.